Hello students. So now today's topic is number system conversions from chapter 1, number system and codes, subject digital techniques. We have already studied the number systems which are shown in this slide. They are decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system and hexadecimal number system. So in this presentation we will study the number system conversions. That is, we will convert a decimal number system into another number system and the other number systems into decimal number system, which are shown in the next slide. So now this is the number system conversions that we are going to study in details, the technique to convert one number system into another number system. The number systems conversions which we are going to do is decimal to binary, decimal to octal, decimal to hexa, binary to decimal, octal to decimal, hexadecimal to decimal, binary to octal, binary to hexadecimal, octal to binary, hexadecimal to binary, octal to hexadecimal and hexadecimal to octal conversion. These are the all different conversions we are going to study. So now first we'll start with a decimal to binary conversion. Now if you want to convert a decimal to binary conversion, there are certain methods. There are two methods actually. The first method is, if the decimal number, given decimal number is integer or fraction, depending on that we have to follow the method. If you are having only integer number, then we have to divide by 2 method. We are having division by 2 method, and if we have fraction, then we have to follow a multiplication by 2 method. And if we have integer and fraction both in the decimal number, then we have to follow both the methods. The second method is sum of weight methods. So we'll start with the very first method in the coming slide. So now we'll start with decimal to binary conversion. So that means the decimal number will be given to you and you have to convert that into binary number. So the first rule we are going to follow, the first method. Now here there are certain rules to follow for the conversion. So the first rule is, if the given decimal number is integer, so only integer number is there, then divide it with binary number 2, binary base number 2. Since we are going to convert into binary number, so we have to go on dividing by the binary base number, that is 2. And when you are going to divide, you have to note down the quotient and the remainder as shown below. So now I have taken one example here. The given decimal number I have shown here is 11. It is just an integer. There is no fractional part. So that 11, we have to follow the rule, that is divide by 2. So check out, the 11 decimal number is taken at the center, and on the left side there is a base number 2. We are going to go on dividing by 2 that number 11, and on the right side the column is there, that is of remainder, and you have to go on note down the remainder here. So now when you divide 11 by 2, you have to divide 11 by 2. You will come to know, when you will divide 2 5s are 10 and you get the remainder 1 and the quotient is 5. So the quotient you have to write down just below the decimal number 11, and the remainder you have to note down on the column which is shown there, remainder column. So this is how you are going to do. Now once this is done, then you have to again divide the quotient, that is 5, by 2 and note down the remainder. This will go on. Now you are going to stop this when the quotient is less than the binary number 2. So when the quotient is less than the 2, you are going to stop that, and you are going to copy whatever is there in the quotient to the remainder side, which you will come to know when the in the coming example. And after dividing, and the binary number which you get is nothing but the remainder, but only thing is you have to copy from bottom to top. Now you will come to know from the coming example. So now consider this example of 11 which we are doing. Now in the start, 11 is written in the center. You are going to divide the 11 number by binary base number 2, and you are going to note down the remainder on the right side as I have shown here. So first 5 is the quotient I get, and remainder is 1. So 5 quotient I have remainder below the number 11, and the remainder I have noted down up there on one side. Then again 5 I am going to check, 5 is greater than 2, therefore again I am going to divide by 2. So after dividing by 2, I get the quotient as 2 and the remainder 1. Now this 2 quotient I am going to write below 5, that is 2. I am going to check the quotient. 2 is equal to 2, so it is not less than 2. So again I am going to divide. So I am going to divide by binary number 2, and then I get the quotient as 1 and remainder as 0, which I have noted down there. Then now the quotient is 1, and I am going to check this. As 1 is less than the binary base number 2, I am going to stop here, and the 1 which is less than binary number, I am going to copy it as it is on the remainder side. And this is the remainder side which we are going to note down as a binary number. Only thing is we will start noting it down from bottom to top. So now the binary equivalent of decimal number 11 is equal to 1011. So whenever there is a decimal number, whenever decimal number is only integer, you have to follow this method only to convert into binary number. Now if the given decimal number is fraction, then we have to follow a different method. Now here the given decimal number I have shown is 0.51. So integer is 0, so we are not going to find out anything for that since it is 0. But the fractional part, that is after decimal point, that is 51. So that is the fractional part. We are going to follow a rules for it. Now the rule is, if the given number is a fraction, then we are going to multiply that fraction by 2. So check out this. Now what I have done is 0.51 multiply it with 2, you get 1.02. Then note down its integer part. So here integer part is 1 of the result. 1.02 integer is 1. So note down 1 on one side. Then next step what you are going to do is just take the fraction part of the result, that is 0.02, and multiply again with 2. The result we get is 0.04. Note down the result 0 and the fraction part 0.04, again multiply that with 2, and we get the result 0.08. Now here the integer is 0, note down that 0, and in the next step multiply that fraction with 2. So fraction here is 0.08. So 0.08 into 2, you get 0.16. Note down the integer, that is 0, and the fraction in the next step multiply the fraction with 2. So that is 0.16 into 2, you get 0.32, and note down the integer. It will go on. You have to stop after 4 digits or 5 digits. Here I have taken the 5 digits. Now the binary representation will be from top to bottom here if the given decimal number is fraction. So from top to bottom I am going to note down. So the result of this is 10000. So the decimal equivalent of 0.51 is equal to 10000. 0. I hope you have understood the conversion. So in decimal to binary conversion, if the given decimal number is integer, you have to go on dividing by 2 and note down the remainders. And if the decimal number is fractional, then go on multiplying the given fraction with 2 and note down the integers and follow the rules. Now here is one solved example of decimal to binary conversion. The example here is 81.23. It's a decimal number since it is put in the bracket and the base number is 10. So it's a decimal number and we have to convert this into a binary number. So now first you have to understand the decimal number. It is having integer as well as fraction. So integer here is 81 and the fraction is 0.23. So now according to the rule, for integer we have to go on dividing by 2 and for fraction go on multiplying by 2. So first we'll follow the integer rule. So you can see here 81 is in the center of the column and I'm going to divide the 81 by binary number 2. When after 81, if you want to divide by 2, you get the quotient 40 and the remainder is 1. So the remainder 1 is noted down up there. Then the quotient is put below the 81, the 40. Now I'm going to check 40 is greater than 2. So again I'm going to divide by 2. So when I divide by 2, I get quotient as 20 and remainder is 0. So I'm going to note down the remainder on the remainder column and then again I'm going to check 20. Now 20 is greater than 2. So again I'm going to divide by 2. So I get the quotient as 10 and remainder is 0. I'm going to note down that remainder in the remainder column. Now this 10 number is greater than 2, so I have to divide it again by 2. So 2, when I divide, I get the quotient as 5, which is written below the 10, and the remainder is written on the side of 10, that is 0. Now the 5 number is again greater than 2, so I have to divide it again by 2. So when I'll divide, I'll get the quotient as 2 and the remainder I get as 1, which is noted down beside 5 in the remainder column. I got the number 2. Now this 2 number I'm going to compare with the binary base number 2. It is equal, so again I'm going to divide it by 2. So when I divide by 2, so I get the quotient as 1 and the remainder as 0. Now this quotient 1 is less than binary number 2. So therefore I'm going to stop here, and this one I'm going to copy as it is on the remainder side. So now the division process is done. I'm going to copy this binary number from bottom to top. So from down to up you have to copy. So the binary number you got here is 1 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is the final answer for your integer part. Yet it is not done because it is having a fractional part as well. So now we'll follow the fractional part rules. So now the fractional part is 0.23. We are going to multiply it by 2 and note the integers as shown below. You check in the slide. So first thing what I'm going to do is 0.23 I'm going to multiply by 2. The result is equal to 0.46. So in this, the integer part is 0. Note down the 0 integer and the fractional part 0.46. Put it down again. This you are going to multiply it with 2 again. So 0.46 is again multiplied by 2. You get the result 0.92. Here the integer is 0. So note it down, and the fractional part, that is after decimal point, that is 0.92. Again I'm going to multiply by 2. So I get the result 1.84. Here the integer part is 1. Note down that. and the fractional part 0.84 again multiply by 2. After multiplying, I get the result 1.68. Here the integer is 1, note it down, and the fractional part is 0.68. Again multiply the fractional part with 2 and you get the result 1.36. Note down the integer. This you can do one more time or two more time, but it is not necessary. We need only 4 to 5 digits, so I am going to stop here. And the final answer of the decimal number 81.23 is equal to 101,001.00111. You check out here. For integer part, I have noted the remainder from bottom to top, and from fractional part I have noted the integer part from top to bottom. So the decimal point as it is 81 binary noted down, then decimal point as it is, and then the 23 fractional part binary you are going to note down from top to bottom. So 00111, and this is the final answer. So now if you have understood the decimal to binary conversion, then you are going to solve these examples which are given to you. This is an assignment. So solve it and let me know the answers. Thank you.